Alright, hey, it's Gio here, and I decided since nobody made an actual tutorial for Necrid, I may as well. So, he's like a mishmash of all other fucking characters' moves. So you get like Nightmare's moves and stuff, Vanta's and all that. And he's got solid mix-ups and decent space control, but his sidestep is kind of trash. Like you see, he goes nowhere every time I step. So sometimes characters have some really stupid setups they can do on him. Like Cervantes is 1A slide B hold and all that goofy stuff where you can't sidestep the unblockable. So yeah, now I'll go on to the move list. We got AA, it's standard, just a quick little punisher, and it's 12 frames, not what you want, but good enough. A hold A, it's kind of gimmicky, like you do it in mid-range and it'll slap people in the face. It's a counter hit combo, and it kind of brings them to you whenever you hit them with it. You get like a 6/6A plus B there. On counter hit at long range. 6AB, it's very fast. I believe it's at 13 frames, and it's a counter hit combo. Gives you a 6/6A plus B afterwards for solid damage. I might be wrong on the frames, it might be so 13, 14, it's around there. You can hold it to give it this monstrous range. Just really good for people that don't know the matchup. And if you want to surprise someone at long range, like you can just go like stuff like that. 6AAA is also very good for surprising people at long range because it'll just catch them while they're stepping. Second hits they're counter hit combos, but like the full string is not a combo on counter hit. I don't even think that's a combo now I look at it. Yeah, the last hit never combos. So it's kind of gimmicky, but the first two hits will at least combo, I guess. Probably set him to the card. Actually, never mind. I'm wrong. It is a combo. Anyways, 6/6A. It's Nightmare's 6/6A, but without the plus frames on block. So it's kind of meh. You get a K slide B off of it, kind of like that. Pretty good damage. Sometimes that's not, sometimes you're out of range for that, so you have to go for 6/6A plus B. It'll catch people who are stepping a lot. 3AK, this move is really cheap. You can very easily, like it has a huge delay. So, and it's completely safe. It's just the only problem with it is that it's really linear. But on counter hit, the first hit will give you a double overstun. Jacoable and all that, but it's pretty nice. You can do shit like boom, grab them. Gives them a hard time. Just do 3A, 3K, but if they want to step it. Very nice. 2AK, it's a decent little low. It's kind of slow, and the second hit will only combo on counter hit. So it's 34 damage, kind of slow. It has some tracking. 1A slash IAGA, or it's not IAGA, there's no just frame, but 1A, it'll give you plus frames on hit. It has tracking, it's kind of slow, very kind of seeable, and then the AGA version will knock down on normal hit. You don't get anything particularly, that's not a combo, but yeah, holding it will make the normal version knock down, and holding that will kind of just make you look like a goofball, to be honest. Doesn't do anything cool on counter hit. 4AB is a really good move in neutral because it counters on normal hit, and it's got very huge range, and the second hit has very good tracking, though it is steppable, but they have to be like on the next level to do that. Nice damage. It's minus 12 on block, so like 2 whole characters can actually punish it if you space it right. Like Mitsurugi with his goofy I-12 while standing K. All that. 4 for 8. This move's kind of bad. It's really linear and it's both highs, but it'll ring out. But I think you have better options for that. Just my opinion. Pretty sure it's safe. A plus B, it's good post GI and you can cancel it into back turn. So making it really good post GI and all that. If they block it, you get a little 50-50 or something like that, where you can get a 6B and they'll have to either GI it or not. So you can do something like that, or hold on, I gotta figure something out here. Something like that. I don't know. Well, you get a 6B if they don't, and they can, and if they try to GI, it's kind of hard to react to, but yeah. 6 is A plus B. It's kind of standard for other, like all the other versions. You get a 2B afterwards. It's a nice meaty damage. Pretty good for whiff punishing. You can do it from any 8-way run direction, like yeah. 3A plus B. This move has tech jump frames. It's very long and very linear. It's one of Raphael's moves. Doesn't look like it, but it does have tech jump frames. 2A plus B, 2A. This move is very long, and if you catch someone, you get them into a very nasty frame trap. You can frame trap them with 6-6B, which will give you a nice amount of damage right there, about 47, and if they press a button, it's a little bit more. Or you just 2K or something like that. Sometimes they won't expect this, but I don't know, that like doing it twice in a row is kind of like a online tactic in my opinion. I don't remember what this move GIs. I think it's horizontals. I can test that real quick. Yes, it's horizontals. I don't think it gets lows, but it's something like that. You can do it if you want to finesse on people. It's got a lot of range. It's really slow. A plus K. This move is not very good. You can cancel it to trick people out, but it's like super negative on hit. If you charge it, it becomes punishable on hit and stuff like that. So it's super negative on block. You can just eat a knuckle sandwich whenever someone blocks this. You can use it to end rounds, so kind of like I don't know. It doesn't have the glitch that Valdo's has, where you can cancel it if someone sidesteps it. So that's kind of unfortunate. But it's a goofy looking guard cancel. AB, this move is really weird because there has to be some hitbox shenanigans, and it won't hit anybody if you just walk up to them. But it has good tracking to the left and right sides, if that makes sense. Because like his arms, whenever you do that, they have hitboxes. Let's take a look. Step right. Yeah, it'll catch from doing that. Sort of similar in usage to Yoshimitsu's Flash, but actually not fast. So it's kind of weird, you don't really use it that much. AKB, this move is pretty good. Really linear, but it gives you a 50-50 at the after you do it. It goes AKB, which is a very hit confirmable counter hit combo. Basically the really cheap part about it is you can do it and then just grab them. And it's basically a 50-50. Except, you know, they can break the grab, but they have to guess right on that one too. So in the end, it's a very good mix-up for you because you can just do this if they want to press buttons. This will beat them if they press any buttons. And it's very difficult to sidestep because of how the block stun works. It's a very good move. It doesn't have the crazy tracking that Maxi's version of it has though. So you shouldn't just be goofing around and tossing it out. But yeah, Very good move. I like it a lot. And this is all the this has a lot of range. It's real fast. It's pretty nice. It'll ring out to their back, kind of like this. Whoops. Something like that. I think it's safe on block if I'm remembering right. 2-2-8B. This move is pretty alright. It's super good against Nightmare because like you do it at long range and sometimes it'll duck under the 2-2-A and it'll also catch him if he tries to do any goofy shit with 6-6B in the neutral because of how large and how much tracking it has. It is very hit confirmable. For the second part, 65 damage, and if they try to press buttons on Wake Up, you can catch them with 6-6K. So they'll have to roll backwards or to the side. And if they try to roll to the side, they'll probably get caught by 6K depending on the character. 4-4-A. Yeah, that's that. This one, it's kind of shitty. It's not that good. It's kind of it's got a lot of range, but it's very slow, and it's not got good frames. A+B. This thing, it's a soul charge one break attack, so you can get people like. Sorry, I'm kind of bad. Yeah. Just run up, boom. Now I'm not sure what you can do afterwards. I'll take a look. You can do a 6B. You can do a 6-6K. That's a pretty solid option. 6K is probably better to do after that. Anyways, move on. Full crouch 3A+B. It's almost exactly the same as Valdo's, except you can only do it from full crouch. It even has the goofy cancel. Not as easy to do because you have to be in crouch to do it. But yeah, this move you can just kind of like toss it out at range. It makes some matchups much better. Like Ivy, he's not that bad in the Ivy matchup because of stuff like this move and that. Yeah. While standing AA, you can hit confirm this really easily like Nightmares. It's a counter hit combo, it does a lot of damage, it has a lot of range. What more can you say? Back turn to A+B. This move, it doesn't do too much on normal hit. I don't even think it does much on counter hit. But if you charge it, it'll give you a launch that gives you a BGB. Kind of like that. I don't know what it does on counter hit on charge. Let me take a look. It's unblockable if you charge it on Soul Charge 3. Also doesn't really do anything cool on counter hit. Alright, B moves. His BB is fucking bad. Like, it's so slow. And it's it's not a natural combo. At least you got the goofy little follow up to that, but it's not that great. 6B, it's got a lot of range. It's good for ringing out, and you just gotta be careful with it because it's super linear. It'll ring out pretty well. Really brutal off of guard breaks at the edge. 6B. It's pretty similar. It's a good I-15 Punisher and all that. It's really punishable, but it's good enough. Also, you can charge it for a guard break. Gives you all the good shenanigans afterwards. 3BB. This move's kind of useful as you won't press the button. Like you kind of delay it and they won't expect it. But you don't really get too much off of the launch though. second hit launch, you get, I don't know, like a 4B or something like that. Oh wait, you probably get a 2B actually. Nope. Yeah, you don't get too much off of this. I don't even think you get anything. Probably, you have better launchers, I'll just say that. 1B, this one's a little bit better. It's not better by much. Because it's just slow and kind of linear. You can charge it, make it launch higher, get a BGB. You can also get a BGB off of normal hit on counter hit. Oops. Sometimes. 4B, this move's pretty okay. It's really small, but it gives you some stuff on counter hit like that. I'm not sure if that's actually a combo. Yeah, it gives you a nice knockdown on counter hit. Pretty useful by the ring edge. And just generally a solid knockdown. 4-4-BA, this move's kind of like a gimmicky surprise move. Because you do it in neutral, and then you do that. Because it just has so much range. Such good track. But it's really easy to see. So you kind of throw it out on a read that your opponent's going to move around like a goofball. Kind of like Nightmare just spamming 2-2-A at you from mid-range. And you can't really do anything about it because you try to dive in and you die. Stuff like that. Void Cannon. This is basically shenanigans. You don't get any combos off of it. It's just a sort of gimmicky thing. I don't know any actual setups, but someone probably does. Lost Soul. Yeah, this move, it's also pretty good in some really long-range spacey matchups. Soul Charge 2 unblockable. Because of how the break attack works. Oh yeah, it's also got a really weird thing. You Soul Charge 1 it, the tip is a break attack. But if you Soul Charge 2 it, the low part is a break attack. The special, I think it's a special mid at range. Yeah, it's special mid at range and then a low at close range. Just let me. It's not the unblockable isn't too great because it's like 8 damage. You can use it at the ring. Presuming your opponent doesn't just try to step out of it whenever they see you do the Soul Charge. Windrake. Which one's that one? Why is this here? That one's Windrake, right? Yeah. Yeah, Windrake. It's got a neat little thing going on here where it's I don't think a single option off of this is safe on block. You can do stuff like that. Kind of hard to actually hit people with this because if they're stepping a lot, you can just kind of look like a moron like that. Yeah, they'll just step right behind you. Can't really do too much about that one. BA. That's the low if I remember correctly. Yeah. This move, it's a little goofy, little low. Probably better off just using 2K most of the time. It's a little safer. BGB, you just use it off of launchers that let you. It does pretty nice damage. You know, you get an auto combo version of it off of 2-2-A. 6-6B, yeah, all that. 3-3-BA, this move is pretty good. It's just Yoshi slash Mitsurugi's 3-3-B, but with Talon's 3-3-A kind of shoved in. So I'm pretty sure they can interrupt it if they try hard enough. So it may depend on the character, like I-10 AAs and all that stuff. Where that's kind of like those characters with I-10 AAs, they're kind of hard for Necrid to deal with because some of the stuff they can, like some of his frame traps don't work on characters that can do that. But yeah, you can do you can just do that, do the natural combo, the 3-3-BA, which will give you pretty good Okizeme. You can catch people with a 6-6K a lot of the time if they don't get up and roll immediately. Also, sometimes, wait, it's on counter hit. Sometimes on counter hit, you can get that. Because the wonky thing about it is, you have to be standing to the left for it to actually work, because otherwise it doesn't do the attack throw. Yeah. 2-2-B, this is like Asteros, but it's basically, yeah, it's basically Asteros. You would only use it in combos on Asteroth and it's basically the same, but you have better options. If you hold it, you get this wonky auto combo. You don't get anything else off of it, except for maybe like an AA if they don't air control right. BB, this is basically a little punch into the 2B plus K. It has basically all the same properties, and it's a counter hit combo. So if you're feeling, sometimes it just doesn't knock them down, kind of like that. And if you're feeling like they're gonna press a button from crouch, there you go. Back facing enemy B plus K. This move, it's a launcher, back turn, and you use it to combo off of stuff that leaves them on the ground. I'm not sure what you get off of this. Probably a 2B. Yeah, you get a 2B while standing B. Huh? Oh, okay, jump wall landing. Sorry, I've never seen a wall landing move in the move list. This move, it's your mid for wall landing. It's not great, but it's a counter hit combo, not hit confirmable, unluckily. So you either have to YOLO with it because it's kind of punishable, like -14 or something around there. So you kind of have to YOLO with it, but if you catch them by the ledge with it, they'll get wrung out very easily. Did it not go over wall landing A? Why was that in the movie? Alright, wall landing A. It's a lot like Nightmares. It's got a lot of range, but it's not got good frames on it. Got solid tracking and all that. Alright, K6. This move is amazing. Alright, this move, it has jump frames, and it also has amazing frames. Like, it's safe on block, and on normal hit, you get a lot of frame traps, and on counter hit, you get even more frame traps because of that little knockdown thing. It puts you at like +9 on counter hit or something like that. So you can frame trap them with a lot of things. Like that. 6K, this move is good for ringing out to your right, and it'll catch step. Pretty good. 6K, this move is amazing. So, the thing about it is that it has huge range and does nice damage. 73 damage, but it has all those neat little glitch where it makes it safe if they step it. If you hold G while doing it, it'll make it safe. It's also safe on block, but you can't keep your offense up because of how, yeah. $3K, this is probably your best move. Like, it's big, it has full tracking, it's it's fast, and it frame traps into itself on hit. So you see, you'll just use it a lot. Like, this into this is a frame trap. Do it all the time. One of your best buttons. If they start trying to do shit like GI you afterwards, after you spam it, just grab them. It'll beat out a lot of their slower button or like any of their non-fast buttons, and it'll also beat their high GI. It'll also kind of track if they because his throw is huge, and it has really nice tracking. Like it's as big as Nightmare. Really nice. All right. 2K/1K. It's pretty okay. Doesn't have too good tracking, but it's got plus frames on hit, and it frame traps into full crouched 2K on hit. Also full crouch 2A, which I forgot to talk about. Full crouch 2A is this little thing right here where it gives you a little whack. What should have been is 2A, but hey, what can you do? So, okay. The thing about this move is that on against characters with really fast AAs, you know, Zhanghua, Taki, Mitsurugi, you can't get this off without trading with them. They can just mash AA and you'll trade. But you can get this off. But the problem with this one is if they block it, you toast. It's super punishable. And it's also minus on hit, by the way, so it's kind of difficult to keep your offense going after that. Good thing is this full crouch 2K has good tracking, very good tracking. But it doesn't do much for you in the end. This move, it has really nice tech crouch frames, and on counter hit, you get 6/6A plus B afterwards. So that's solid, nice damage, but it's a high, so that's kind of like eh. Tech crouch that's high. 4/4K, this is 6/6K is just better in every way, in my opinion. There's no real reason to use it. You get something like that, but it's less damage than 6/6K, and it's not as safe on whip. KB, he has two versions of this, like Mitsurugi, and one is safe. You hold KB2 and you get neutral to plus frames. It's not as good as Mitsurugi's, but hey, it's good enough. You can get them real good with the 3K afterwards. Kind of make him freeze up and then do whatever you want afterwards. Basically, the main mix-up is KB2, 3K, or grab. Or sometimes, if you're feeling fancy, 2K them. But you can't really do too much off of that. 3K, this move is kind of eh. Like, it's really not safe. It's kind of linear, but I don't know. 2K, it has that GI that Cervantes has, where I think it gets mid and high horizontals. Take a look. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Okay, I don't know how to set this. Well, it gets something. Not that great. 1/1K, this is probably one of your better lows. It's kind of reactable, but it's kind of difficult to do because it has nice tracking. It's basically Cervantes. It has nice tracking, but it's not plus on hit, but it does decent damage. You can kind of react to it, but you gotta use it. You gotta use it. While standing KK is your main while standing, or is one of your main while standing punishers. The problem with Necrid, in my opinion, is that his while standing punishment is trash. He doesn't get anything but 2A, or full crouched 2A, full crouch A, whatever, until like 17 frames where he can do this. It's kind of not great. Makes his other matchups a little hard. But you can get a BGB after the wall standing K, or you can do that. BGB does more damage though, but this one will ring out. But so will BGB. Oh, I forgot to mention. BGB will, in 2-2A, will ring out to your front and to the right. If that makes sense. So, you want to be here to set it up. Whoops. I guess that rings out too. Wow, this shit wasn't in the move list. 8-8, this move will ring out, but it's kind of meh. Yeah, it'll ring out like that. Turn, 6k? Yeah, you can stay in back turn by, I don't remember, but I guess it just stays in back turn afterwards. It's alright, I guess. We got your, grabs. His A grab is below average damage, but his V grab is, average. V grab will do a lot of damage if you wall splat them with it. Let me see if I can set this up. Yeah, does a lot of damage if you wall splat them with it. And his A grab will ring out in front of him. Something like that. Side throws are really kind of generic. That's his back throw. Kind of low damage on it. So he has Cervantes' stance. He can't soul charge out of it. And he can't do things as fast, but in exchange, he has a little bit better things off of it. So, Elder Topaz A. That's the name of this stance. Elder Topaz. Elder Topaz A. It's like Cervantes', except about twice as big. So, you can catch people with it. And it does have the cancel, but it does not have the back turn shenanigans. Yeah, no back turn shenanigans. And then the B is just the classic. You get a BGB, or if you want to feel fancy, you can get a wall standing AA. It does. The BGB does more damage, but that one looks cool. You have a dash from it, and you have a 2AAAA. I believe that's a natural combo. Yes, it is. Same with the 2K, the Elder Topaz 2K KK. And you can just stop at the second hit and get them to do that. Yep. Am I forgetting anything here? I don't know if there's anything else on his move list here. Oh yeah, his jump attacks. This will ring them out. His 9B, it's not safe, but it's a decent jumping attack. It'll ring out and get him from the front. And his 8K is kind of mediocre. It's safe, but it's high. You don't get anything afterwards. His wall landing attacks, you got wall landing K, which will ring out. Pretty solid and low. It's safer, but it doesn't track as well as his A, so you have to use them how you use them. And all that. Yep, I think that's all. Hope you enjoyed it. I don't know. How do I end a video?